Welcome to another tutorial hour with Mr. Taylor. It's tutorial time. Alright, so last time we were together, I showed you how to get this character all set up, and we put him in layers. And look, there's layers. And if I sound tired, it's because I am tired. It's early morning. You'll get over it. Okay, so this is After Effects. Some of you may be familiar with it, some of you may not. Don't worry, I think we can get through this together. This is your project panel. This is where you'll be able to see your layers. It's the composition panel, and then this is where your layers go for editing. So it's a layer stack. You'll see that all in a second as we import this character of ours. So I'm going to double click right here. I could also right click or go File, Import, but I'm not going to do that because that's amateur hour. Alright, so I've got my bad dragon here. He's one bad dragon. Right here it says Import As Composition. I'm going to go ahead, or Footage. I'm going to go ahead and click Composition. It would ask you, by the way. It would give you a little alert here and say, hey, what are you trying to do? And I'll just bypass that. Okay, so it imported this and created a composition. If I double click this, we've got all those layers right here in a composition. We've also got all the layers right here. I even included another layer, fire, in case I want to do something with that. Okay, so let's get cracking with animation. The first thing I'm going to do is show you that there's anchor points. So if I turn this off and click on a layer, I don't know, let's say the body layer. This right here in the center is an anchor point. So when I rotate, it's going to rotate around this point. Watch, I'll show you. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this. Rotates around the center. That's not what we want for things like arms and legs. Also, we can't really see the arms and legs because black on black. So I'm going to create a new layer. You can right click down here, go New, Solid, and let's make it white so we can see what we're doing. Alright, cool. So I'm going to have to move these anchor points. Well, there's a tool for it, and it's not named very well. It's called the Pan Behind tool. Not the anchor point tool, the Pan Behind tool. Right here. Okay, so I'm going to take that, and then when I select, for instance, the tail, I'm going to zoom in by just kind of rolling my middle mouse button, and then I hold space to move around. And now I can grab this anchor point and put it right where I want it to animate from. Also, I don't really know where I'm putting it. I don't know where the end of the tail is, so what I can do is solo that layer right here. Look at that, soloed. So I was pretty darn close there. Alright, next we'll go to the left arm here. I won't solo it because I can't see it. Left arm we determined was this one back here, I believe, right? So somewhere in here. And then we'll go find the right arm. Why are they not together? Oh yeah, because this has to be above the body. Right there. And then left leg. And then right leg. Where are you, right leg? Or right. Huh. I wonder if that was supposed to be the leg. It was. That was improperly named. Don't worry, I'll just hit the enter key and rename it. Wow, it sounds like I was tired last time I did a tutorial. Okay, so we'll go ahead. If I wasn't so tired, I'd sing you a song or something to make this more interesting, because I know my voice is kind of not soothing. It's probably not the right word. Maybe not even relaxing. Maybe just dull and boring. Boring enough to lull you to sleep. So just think of Trogdor burninating the village, and that should wake you up. So left eye, I'm not gonna rotate the eyes more than likely, but I just would like to get the anchor point close by for scaling and things like that. If that doesn't make sense to you, it probably will fairly soon. I'm gonna pause for a coffee break. I've got my coffee now. I'm much happier. So this tutorial should be much better now. Okay, now I'm gonna go to this regular tool right here. It's just your select tool. Let's start animating, but first let's make this, I don't want it to be a ton of frames. So I'm going to go into composition settings, composition settings, And let's change the frames here from, so this is 5 seconds. I want more like 5 frames, so I'm going to put a 0 there. I don't, probably more than 5 frames. Let's try 12 frames, in case we play it back at 12 frames a second. That might be too much, but let's go ahead and go with it. Now I only have 12 frames here. Less animating to do. Okay, I'm going to start with the body and the rotation. To get there, I use these little arrow icons here to click, or I could hit a hotkey. I'll try to stay away from hotkeys, though. It's really hard, honestly. It's definitely triggering me not being able to use hotkeys. Okay, so I'm going to hit this rotation thing here, and that will set a keyframe. Watch what happens. It's like a little time watch. See how it put this little keyframe here? Now if I move my position in time, I'm going to move about to the center here, and I rotate it. He's going to rotate. Oh, I didn't move the anchor point in the body. Good call. I'm going to undo here for a second. Okay, so now I need to actually, because I want it to rotate from down here where the feet are, I'm going to move that anchor point too. Okay. Now, hopefully we're ready to start animating. Alright, so go ahead and click that rotation. Go to the center frame. Rotate forward. This is going to be a bit cringy animation. I'm not going to sit here and try to make this perfect. What I will do is make something you can laugh at, hopefully. So I'm going to go back. And I will probably need to parent everything to this. So I'll do that in just a second. I don't want to get you too confused. And then I want it to loop seamlessly. So I need the same keyframe that we started with. I'll copy it by Control-C. Put it over here, Control-V. And now he's back to where he was. And because he's back to where he was, I can parent. Now I don't want to parent while it's over here. I want to parent while it's right back to where it was. So all these other layers, I'm going to shift click them, and then this little pick whip icon, I'm going to drag that over to body. And now you can see that the parent is the body right here. Same with all this stuff. Body. Now everything should move with him. Right? Yes. Don't worry. We're going to make it look better than that. Although, I don't know how we could. That's pretty fantastic right there. Can you just imagine him creeping up on you in your bedroom while you're sleeping? And then, boom! Trogdor strikes again. Let's move on from there. Okay, so I want the arms to kind of sway and swing with him. So I'm going to animate this right arm here. Let's animate the rotation there. So I can just hit the R key, or you can drag through those little menus there, and we'll put a keyframe on it. And I want it to go back when he leans forward. I can over-exaggerate things a little bit since, you know, he is a cartoony character. And then when he leans back, I want it to swing forward. And then, once again, I'm going to copy that first keyframe, Control-C, and at the end I'm going to put that keyframe in. And now, we should have him doing kind of a little wavy dance thing. That's probably a little too exaggerated, but that's okay. Like I said, Trogdor is an exaggerated creature. If any of you guys think that he looks super realistic, come talk to me after class. We have issues. And then the right arm, left arm. Where are you, left arm? There you are. Quit hiding from me. Same exact process. Put a keyframe on it. Forward. I'll have him swing forward as we go forward. And then when he leans back, I'll have the arm swing backwards. Nope, not the body. Oh, not that arm. Wow. More coffee, please. Go back. And then I will... Oh, yes, down here. So confused, Mr. Taylor, so confused. Alright, hopefully some of you guys are making sense of my madness. There he goes. Looks like he's saying what? But I love it. It's great. Tail. Let's move on to the tail. I'm going to minimize these because I can always go back to them and they're confusing me. I'm starting to animate the wrong thing, and that's confusing for everyone. Let's go to the tail. Transform. Rotation. Forward to frame 4. So that way we can have the tail kind of swish. Okay, anchor point is not where we want it. We're going to have to adjust the anchor point. Let's go back to the beginning where we know everything is solid. Let's take a look at what's going on with that anchor point. It's down here for some reason. I must have sneezed or something. I really don't know. That's weird. You guys can just rewind the video and see what I did wrong, but I can't because I'm recording it. Okay, now let's go back to animating this sucker. I'll kill that and redo it. Okay, moving forward to frame 4. I'm going to put a little rotation on his tail. Rotates up while he goes forward. And back. I don't want to break this here because when we render it out it'll be missing part of his tail and that won't be good, so I don't want to go too low here. I just want to get close to the ground, and then I'll copy and paste that last frame in. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Oh man, sometimes it's painful to watch. Okay, I'm getting close to 15 minutes, so I'm gonna do the legs real quick, and then I will show you guys how to animate his mouth opening, which is a different process completely. So, okay, let's go. Let's get these legs swinging. I'll open both of them up, and I will actually go to their rotations by hitting R. That's the hotkey. And left leg, I want to go back. Front leg, I want to go forward. And then reverse them. Back leg's back. Front leg is forward. And maybe forward a little bit more. And then I'm going to copy those keyframes and post them to the front. Now, all you animators out there right now are thinking, this is horrible. This is not animation. This is an abomination. I agree with you. Trogdor is an abomination, but don't tell him that because he's known to be violent. He's a violent creature. Look, we have an animated creature. It is everything you ever thought you could enjoy in a class. I know. I'm going to go ahead and pause this video or stop this video, and then in the next one I'll show you how to do animation of opening and closing his mouth, things like that. So see you then.